This channel is called Life Chat. We hit on a couple big topics and really just kind of talk about life just in general. We all live in the same country. There might be some listeners from Europe or in Asia, but really it's just the kind of vantage point here that I have in the Midwest, here in the United States of America, and really just the kind of the general universe that surrounds this area, which envelopes other parts of the world, so on and so forth. But okay, first topic, music. So what's new about music these days? There was just the Grammy Awards. Not that big of a thing, but it's kind of a way to look at the, who's new, what's going on, right? So I think Miley Cyrus had a big night as far as her showcase is concerned. And the thing is that the thought that I have at the end of the day is that there's not a lot of new blood. I think we've had a few artists that have come through the door over the past 5 or 6 years. Billie Eilish, Phineas, Olivia Rodrigo. But who actually has hit that stage and murdered it, so to speak, over the past 8 years that didn't exist pre 2015. Not a lot. So, why is that? I'm sure we can analyze why that is and kind of look at it's because of this happening and that happening and all this and that. And, how does talent and new talent get produced? How does that get put onto the big stage? So on and so forth. But at the end of the day, I think it's by and part what we want to see. And I think that, I think a lot of people right now in 2024 like to see, this is just my personal thought. This is just a thought that's being, said today. I think we like to see the same people because it's just a comfort thing. It's that group at the top. And I think it's good. But, what does, I think a lot of people think that it's good, right? But, why not, what comes next? What comes next, right? I think that we all love this main group that's there, but, we can kind of reshuffle, and it's just like high school where you have that main group at the top, and then 2 years down the line, the main group changes, from the high school vantage point as kids go through it. So who's the next crowd that's going to come in and be like, hey, we're going to take over and just run the show. It's kind of exciting. It's kind of cool. It's fun to really think about. And, but at the end of the freaking day, guys, it's about who we want to go see in concert and who we want to follow. What kind of music do we want to have in our ears as we're working or we're studying or we're walking on the street? That's what it's about. And so it's not an equation necessarily, but that's just the feelings that are here. And, so it's just, it purpose of this channel partly is to kind of illuminate. And that's an illumination that I'd like to indicate. So the next big topic, guys, is technology. The big thing, guys, I think now, and I think that potentially a lot of the listeners here haven't figured out yet, is AR, VR, and the Apple Vision Pro. Before we hit on that super hard, music, guys, we want to, I think the end all be all is who's the crop? Who's the next? Who's going to be big in 2025? Is it our responsibility to lift people up and make them famous? No, it's about, I think it's about the system that's in place that allows new people to come onto the stage and become big. And I think that really what it comes down to is us as millennials and Gen Z allowing new people to come into the show. Excuse my pen. And I think that is the massive staple. And so, because at the end of the day, as I said, just a quick, rewind, it's about who we want to have in our ears and who we want to see on stage. And so that's it. So Apple Vision Pro, guys, massive. It's been out for like a week, and it kind of like snuck up on people about release. And the thing that's like really super and like kind of a massive just like thing that people don't think about is that they do Apple stores do a demo of this freaking thing, and you can go into the store for like 30 minutes and test it out. The big hurdle with this thing is it's pretty expensive. It's like $3,000, but I think it's something that is going to be pretty revolutionary. Just like with other things that come out, that are brand new, the pricing, I think 9 times out of 10 changes over the course of like the preceding years, like the preceding 3 years. So look for that probably change in the future, and like they could reduce things, or they could, the one that's out now is gonna cost less in 2 years, But I think it's really it's a product that kind of illuminates what can come in the future, and it's like really great technology. I'm gonna talk to you guys more about it in the future. Because I want you guys to go out and check it out at your Apple store. It's important that people kind of have a base level knowledge of what it is. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there that kind of give you like a feel for it. Like they review the product and like, hey, this is what it looks like. This is how much you can damage the product before it, explodes, or like this is the experience, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, and this is this channel, I want you guys to go experience it. I want, that to occur, and then we can talk about it here. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear what you have to say as like the YouTube public. Pardon my hand. And we can then have a conversation about this, or at least share like one-dimensionally. And it's just, I think that this is just more of a conversation channel than anything. But it has a lot of excitement about it. And I think it brings something to the table that a lot of people haven't seen. And it has new technology, guys. And I'm excited for feedback and to hear what you guys have to say about it. I think it'll be really interesting to see where things are in like a year, and kind of like the discussions that we're going to have. We'll talk about this thing probably at least once a month, to see kind of where things kind of grow and develop, and kind of like just the advancement of things. Another aspect of this channel, we're not quite bystanders, but we're just going to be looking at things and then talking about it and discussing, almost like we can see what's going on. We're going to then stand on a platform and then have discussions about it. And then so we can look down at what's going on and be like, okay, we can see what's going on. We can see what's up. We're able to kind of hold our own and curate, based on the group knowledge that we have. So that's it, man. This is Life Chat, and welcome to the channel. Happy to have each and every one of you guys. Excited to talk about implications and also just generic life from time to time. But those are the big two topics: music and technology. We'll look for you guys in the next video. See ya.